No, there you are, 7 o'clock. I told you it wants 7:30. Are you going to be objecting to this quarry then, Eric?
No, Betty, I am not. Like Frank Tate, I'm self-employed. I believe in free enterprise.
You believe in lining your pockets?
How dare you? I line mine with hard-earned cash. You line yours with home-farmed trout and pheasant.
I follow the old country customs, me.
Tate blasts holes in his land, you blast holes in his birds. What's the difference?
Few million quid, I reckon.
Well, I know what I'd rather do.
I bet you miss poor Sam Dingle now, don't you?
I do.
Well, you should be ashamed of yourself because it was you that got him into trouble.
If he'd asked my advice, I'd have told him to stay put.
Has he gone somewhere?
No, we can't go far. He's on bail.
Not anymore. He's over the hills and far away.
You mean he's a fugitive?
Nothing the likes of Carlos the Jackal, Betty, but to all intents and purposes, yes.
Don't go to work this morning.
I've got to go to a lunch meeting. And then I'll come straight back.
Good.
You know, we're so lucky. We've got so much.
I know. And I wouldn't want to throw it all away.
I understand that now.
Talk to me, Chris. Tell me what's troubling you. If you don't, how am I to know?
I want you to have what other women have.
You and Joseph are all I need. If things had been different, I might have wanted more kids. But I'm really, truly happy.
So am I.
Top of the morning to you.
Did you find Nellie?
Oh, find her, you couldn't miss her. She's a landmark. How's Sam? Pleased as punch. Never seen a lad look so happy. Oh, great.
What is seasick?
Not as much as pigs.
Oh, come on in and tell us all about it.
Chris, I've told you, forget it. We all need to let off steam.
Yeah, but you didn't have to sit in the wool pack and listen to my problems with Rachel.
Could have been you listening to mine with Faye.
Yeah, I know, but I'm sorry.
Look, here we are now. Sal.
There was no need to send Faye to pick me up. I would have come on my own.
All part of the service.
You must be Chris Tate. Good to meet you.
And you. Faye, rustle up a wine waiter, will you? It's 10 minutes since we last saw him.
Wine waiters arrive of their own accord.
Do it.
I'm very interested in your project, Mr. Tate.
As you can see, Salim Nabi doesn't waste time with social niceties.
That suits me. We're here to do business.
Oh, Sal lives and breathes business. He doesn't have a personal life.
Don't I? You might be surprised.
Sal was the first investor to back me once I'd left the firm.
I don't put money into all of Steve's ventures. I can sort out the good from the excellent.
Then the quarry's just right for you.
I'm interested. I've tried to buy into Tate Enterprises in the past.
My father always likes to keep things in his own control.
But this project needs an injection of new money, and that's what you can provide.
If you can convince me that the things are as good as they look,
They are.
you'll run into some local opposition.
Nothing we can't cope with. Any project that involves tinkering with the environment...
I'd hardly call it tinkering.
It's not going to devastate Emmerdale. One farmer's affected. The rest of the locals, well, they're going to benefit. Their tills will ring louder.
So Faye said. She gave me chapter and verse on all that's been happening. She says you have a plan to defuse the protests.
Yeah, it's already in operation.
Tell me.
Our Lord and Master ain't going to like this.
No, it's a rabbit hole.
It ain't. Come on, Charlie. Good dog.
Oh, come on, Seth. It's not exactly buried treasure, is it?
It is to some folk. Them are badger droppings.
Well, it's a bit close at New Road, isn't it?
Middle at Carrisway, if you ask me.
No, not according to the map.
Close enough to stop 'em digging.
Do you reckon?
Aye.
Well, then you better tell that to Frank Tate.
Happen I will. Come on, Charlie.
That were right good.
I need some flesh on your bones.
You should send some to your Sam. It's better than what Nellie gives you.
Oi, my mum's a good cook.
She serves big helpings.
What more do you want?
The looking after salmon, that's what counts.
Ah, right enough. He were licking his plate.
Hey, that lad'd lick arsenic if he were hungry enough.
Tell her about the rehearsals, Dad.
Oh, why? Have you got your fiddle with you?
It's a bit hard driving the van and playing violin at the same time. Why?
We're rehearsing tonight, Vic's back room.
What time?
6 o'clock.
Right, no problem. I'll go home, feed the pigs, clean the house, do the laundry, and be back by then.
You're a woman and a half, Lisa. You really are.
Aye, I know.
Well, I'll leave you to it. I hope this is your lunch, Seth.
It is, Mr. Tate.
Away from the Woolpack.
I don't go to Woolpack every day. Like today, I've taken a walk.
Seen anything interesting?
Badger sets.
Really?
Aye, on your property.
It's all my property.
Not if a protected species moves in.
Protected species?
Now, Mr. Tate, you know as well as I do. You can't disturb a badger set. It's against the law.
So is bagging game without a licence. But it's never stopped you.
And they're right in the way of your road.
They won't be there long.
Well, if aught happens to them, I might have to bring it up at that public meeting.
And I might have to bring up your P45.
Is that a threat, Mr. Tate?
I don't threaten, Seth. I list possibilities. Excuse me. Yes. Speaking. No, she's not coming home today. What are you talking about?
Kim? Where's Valentine? He's not here. Does Frank know you're back? Has someone taken him out? Do you want to come in the house? Because Frank's not expecting you.
I want to know where Valentine is.
Well, I'm not really sure where he is.
What do you mean? Where's my horse?
You can't ride him at the minute anyway.
Where is he?
Kim...
Just tell me what you've done with him.
I haven't done anything with him. He's been put down. I thought you knew.
What?
He's too far gone. Zoe got permission off Frank.
They put Valentine down?
Well, they had to. And they couldn't tell you. You were too ill.
Just leave me alone. Get out.
Well, it's been good to talk business with you.
And you.
I'll just have a word with Morgan, and I'll see you outside. I'll settle the bill.
How kind. I thought he might send Joel with a bag of coins.
What?
He treats you like paid help. Pick up the client, bring him here, find the waiter, speak when you are spoken to.
You know Steve, he likes to play the big boss. Show you what a successful businessman he is.
I am successful, but I don't have to keep proving it. Steve's running a little office in a little village. He could do it on his own. Yet he's got you there. One of the best secretaries around.
Me?
Well, aren't you?
Well, I'm as good as anyone I know.
And what do you do all day? Make the tea?
I organise, I update, I keep in touch with all the clients.
You are wasted. I love the countryside as much as the next man. But you know where I'm opening a new office?
No, I don't.
Would you be surprised if I said Hotham?
Yes, I would.
Well, don't be. Because I'm opening up in New York. I got the premises and I got the staff. Yanks, every one of them.
Good for you.
Join me. I don't want an American PA.
Leave Steve.
Leave Emmerdale. You're good. You're ambitious. You'll make $75,000 a year.
Are you serious?
Faye, try to sell to his office, then get back to me as soon as you can, okay? Thanks, Al. I'll speak to you later.
Time I were off. See you later, Zach.
You will, love. Dad! Look who's here! Who? I seen him coming into the yard.
Right. You two, send out. You're here on business. I can handle it. I'll do talking. You've seen nout, you've heard nout. Open door, Mandela.
Samuel Dingle. Due to report at Horton Police Station 9 o'clock this morning. Where is he?
No, I haven't seen him since first thing this morning. Have you?
No.
And you've got no idea where he's gone?
Does he know he was supposed to report to police, Raymond?
Yes, he does. And so do you. You were there when the order was made.
I don't remember out about it. And now Sam's a bit... well, he's not too bright.
Do you reckon it's slipped his mind too?
He might be on his way there now.
Oh, he's walking to Horton.
Could be. He likes to stretch his legs.
Anything? No. We'll take a look outside if it's all the same to you.
Look where you like. Search the old place.
You mean we're not going to find him? He's done a runner?
No, he hasn't.
Oh, he's just disappeared.
He's around somewhere.
You haven't fed him to the pigs, have you? I won't be surprised what these Dingles do.
He's probably having a drink in the Wolfpack.
He isn't. You've not got much to say for yourself.
Always been quiet as our butch.
Your whole family's keeping its mouth shut. And so's your friend. But we're not soft, Zach. We know you know where he is.
I don't.
You do. We may never prove it, but you do. Good afternoon.
Drink this. I don't want it. Zoe'll explain everything. It was a last resort. She waited as long as she could.
What happened? Why have you come home?
She's upset, Frank. She's not making any sense.
You shouldn't have walked out. The doctor will tell you when you're fit to leave. Who's going to look after the baby? They said he's fine. You've got nothing to worry about.
I'm not worried about it.
It's Valentine.
Is that why you're crying?
You never said a word.
You're upset about the horse?
He wasn't your horse. You had no right to have him put down.
Aren't you worried about James?
No, I'm not.
You don't care about your son?
I cared about Valentine. You knew that and you had him put down.
You walked out on a newborn baby.
I trusted Zoe to do the best she could.
What about James?
He's got nurses fussing over him. He doesn't want me.
You mean you don't want him?
He's a baby, he'll be all right. And who cares anyway?
I care!
Then you go and lie with him in a boring hospital. You feed him and change him and stop him from crying. I'd rather be with Valentine.
Come back with me now. We'll sit with him together. Make sure he's all right.
I don't care if he's all right or not.
I'm giving you one last chance. I'm going to the hospital. I'll never understand you.
You're not denying it was your fault that our Sam got nicked.
I most certainly am. He meant no harm, I realise, but it was his own fault. I'm down 500 quid. And I've lost a good worker.
And I've lost a good son.
But you got another one.
I know I have, and he's sitting around the house moping all day with nothing to do.
You're not trying to entice me to employ him, are you?
You'll find out Butch can do anything our Sam could do.
Oh, what a recommendation.
So you'll take him on, then?
What?
You owe me that much.
I don't owe anybody that much.
Eric, you're not as young as you used to be. And can you shift antique furniture on your own? It's a deal. I'll go and tell him.
If you know anything that might help.
I'm not saying I do, and I'm not saying I don't.
What are you saying?
You can rely on our discretion.
I'd have to. I'm not going to find another job at my age.
Has Frank threatened you with a sack?
He might have done.
But can't you give us a hint? A word?
Badgers, that's the word.
Where?
Where do you reckon?
In the quarry? On the road?
Put us a pint in there.
Home, quick.
Why, love, I'm having a drink.
Our prospective lodger is on the way, and I want you to help me to clean the house up.
Your place is like a palace.
Don't fight it, Seth. We'll put you on in for later.
The duster's on the table, the vac's under the stairs. Move!
Fix me a drink, will you?
Why should I?
I'm thirsty.
I'm not your servant.
I know, but I do employ you.
Not to run around after you. You presume that all I'm capable of is taking orders.
No, I don't.
I was expected to keep my mouth shut at that meeting today.
You did so admirably. It was a great success.
Not for me. I only spoke to the flunkies.
Flunkies?
You were with the men talking business. I was supposed to look pretty and smile.
What's wrong with that?
I can do more.
You do shorthand. You have keyboard skills. You communicate with ease. You're a girl Friday.
I'm cheap labour. I enjoy working for you, Steve, but I've been offered a better job.
Where? Who by?
The job's in New York, and it's for your friend Sal.
He's got staff for the New York office. He's taking everyone on.
Not quite. There's room for me if I want it.
And you'd go? You'd leave me?
I'd leave Emmerdale.
When was all this being planned?
While you were paying the bill. I couldn't help noticing you don't even trust me with your checkbook.
Shut up! Shut up! You're driving me up the wall! Are you jealous or something?
Never. Oh, look, I've got to get back to the bar. I'll see you later.
Bye, Terry.
Did you like that?
It was all right.
It was marvellous.
I'll get you unpacking up in a minute.
Good. You could do with the training.
What training?
For your new job.
What new job?
You're going to help Eric Pollard from now on.
Me? No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. I've negotiated a deal.
I'm not breaking my back for Eric Pollard.
Your Sam never complained?
He was stupid.
He was ambitious. He wanted to better himself.
Well, I don't.
You love it.
Hard work never hurt anybody.
Well, you do it then.
Hey, that's no way to talk to a lady.
You can't force me to work for Eric Pollard, Dad. Anyway, you need me on farm.
No, I don't.
Well, Mandy needs me.
No, she doesn't.
Well, pigs need me then.
No, well, maybe they do. But Eric wants you, so Eric can have you.
Dad!
So, what do you think?
It's exactly the sort of place I'm looking for. Far enough from school, but not too remote.
Oh, are you a teacher then?
Yes, I teach English. Literature, mainly.
I like a good read myself.
I like a good pint.
I think you'll find we're a very intellectual household.
Aye, I know note. Let's go when I was 13. Haven't been back since.
Oh, well, you'll be well versed in the ways of the world then, Mr. Eggleton.
Betty and me live in sin.
Oh?
He's trying to tell you that his name is Armstrong. It's like conversing with a crossword puzzle. You have to spot the connections.
I'm sure I'll get used to it.
Ah, but will we get used to you?
Shall we say a trial period?
It sounds fine to me.
See, this village is going to be overrun by navvies working New Quarry. So if you don't come up to scratch, one of them will.
Ah, well, we're not having any quarry workers in this house. We are an environmentally friendly household.
I'm glad to hear it.
Thank you for not smoking, that sort of thing.
I don't smoke.
Do you drink?
I don't mind the odd one.
Right, let's get over to Woolpack. It's your hand.
Seth?
Let's seek colour of his money before we offer him use of our facilities.
Where are they?
Across road at Woolpack.
Yeah, wait till you hear us. Better than ever.
What, you can play it right now, now?
We just need an audience, then we'll really take off.
I hope I'm not there to hear them.
You got any gigs lined up?
Gigs?
Yeah, that's what you call them.
Yeah, NEC or Albert Hall, not Vic's back room.
Hey, we're just rehearsing there.
Hey, I'll give you the gig. You can do my silver wedding. We're looking for something cheap.
That's a great idea. I'll get on to the others and get back to you.
Terry, you gonna have time for the church action group with all these gigs?
Oh, definitely. You can rely on us. We'll be there supporting you.
We'll be out in force at the meeting.
Won't be able to keep us away.
Really getting into it, you two, aren't you?
Now we work well as a team.
Never been a committee member before?
And what Viv doesn't know, I teach you.
Oh, fine for Seth.
Now, Terry, love, I want to introduce you to our new lodger, Tom Bainbridge. He's a school teacher, English literature, Shakespeare.
Pleased to meet you.
I take it you're the landlord?
Oh, no. The landlord's Alan Turner. He's a real gentleman.
Ah, but it's his night off, so you'll just have to make do with me.
And that's Viv Windsor. Her and her hubby run the local post office.
Post office and corner shop if you ever run out of anything.
It won't.
I've run out in a pint.
Oh, that's yours, Seth.
No, allow me. This is my first drink in the Wolfpack. I'm sure I'm going to really like it here.
Pull it quick, Terry, before he changes his mind.
Already have, Seth. I can read folks' minds.
Have you still got nothing else to say?
If you want to go to New York, go.
You're not exactly fighting for me to stay.
You've obviously made up your mind.
And you're obviously not bothered.
I don't rate my powers of persuasion that highly.
You don't rate me either.
Sal Nabi does. Can't believe he went behind my back like that.
He sees my value to an expanding business.
So do I.
But you're not willing to tempt me with a new package?
What? Increase your salary, add on a few perks?
You can afford them.
Can I?
I do your accounts, I know what you're worth.
Then you'll know I can't afford to buy you back from New York.
Well, it might be nice if you tried.
Can you put a price on a job like that? What would you take to turn your back on one of the most exciting cities in the world?
It might not be a question of money.
But it is. What can I do? Double your salary? You'd still turn me down.
I'm not turning you down.
But you can't say no to Sal.
No, I can't. I'm sorry.
Don't be. Pack your bags, you can leave as soon as you like.
Our son's doing well. There's no cause for concern.
Good.
As you said, the nurses take an interest in him.
As I said, I don't.
Do you want to know what happened to Valentine?
Yes.
He had equine pneumonia. He lost the fight. He had to be put down.
Well, if it was as straightforward as that, why wasn't I told?
Because you were in a serious condition and your son was fighting for his life.
My condition improved. You had time enough to tell me.
You had time enough to talk to your boyfriend.
I didn't. I haven't seen David or spoken to him, and you know that perfectly well.
He knew you were in labour before I did. He was at the hospital.
He came to see me.
Yes. And I had him thrown out.
You didn't tell me that either.
Oh, he came back. He saw the baby.
I should have been told.
You knew.
How? You saw me? Was I shouting for David? Was I making phone calls to him? Was I writing letters?
Someone told him as soon as your labour started.
Well, maybe somebody did, but it wasn't me.
Who else could it have been?
Tina was there. Ask her if I phoned David.
You could have done it.
She never left me. She does as she's told. And you told her to guard your child.
Who else knew?
Biff? He's David's friend. Oh. And Chris?
He rang me.
Well, you have a choice, Frank, haven't you? I mean, they're all your people. All your loyal and trusted servants. The only thing you have to work out is which one betrayed you.